Imagine being 17 years old, obsessed with science, and building your own nuclear reactor, in your mom's backyard. This isn't fiction. It really happened. His name was David Hahn, and he became known as the Radioactive Boy Scout. A teenager whose curiosity went too far and almost caused a nuclear incident in a quiet American suburb. This is the unbelievable true story of David Hahn, the boy who tried to harness atomic power. David Hahn was born in 1976 in Michigan, USA. From a young age, he was obsessed with chemistry. While other kids played sports, David was mixing chemicals in his basement, creating tiny explosions and clouds of strange smoke. By the time he was 12, he had memorized entire sections of chemistry textbooks. He even wrote to the American Nuclear Society, asking how to build a reactor. They didn't take him seriously, of course he was just a kid. But David didn't give up. He joined the Boy Scouts and decided his next badge wouldn't be something ordinary like camping or first aid. At 17, David had one goal: to build a working nuclear reactor, a miniature breeder reactor, like the ones that powered submarines. He collected old smoke detectors for americium-241, which is slightly radioactive. He scraped luminous watch dials for radium paint. He even bought thorium from camping lanterns and uranium from rock samples. Piece by piece, he gathered radioactive materials, all legally, just from everyday items. His plan was to reach critical mass, the point where a nuclear reaction could sustain itself. In a small shed behind his mom's house, he built a reactor core using aluminum foil, lead, and concrete blocks. He wore a homemade lead suit and carried a Geiger counter. When the counter started ticking faster and faster, David knew something big was happening. He was producing real radiation, more than 1,000 times background levels. He wanted to earn an atomic energy badge. David realized things were getting dangerous. He tried to dismantle his reactor, but it was already too late. Radioactive dust had contaminated the shed and parts of the neighborhood. In 1994, a police officer stopped David for a routine check and found radioactive materials in his car. Within hours, the FBI and the Nuclear Regulatory Commission were at his house. The entire neighborhood was evacuated. The shed and soil were declared a radioactive hazard zone and sealed off as nuclear waste. David's experiment was over. Authorities didn't charge him with a crime after all. He hadn't meant any harm. He was just a kid who loved science a little too much. But his life never recovered. He joined the Navy, hoping for a career in nuclear engineering, but struggled with discipline and depression. In 2016, David Hahn passed away at just 39 years old. Even so, his story remains legendary, a symbol of human curiosity, ambition, and how thin the line is between genius and danger. David Hahn's story isn't just about radiation, it's about curiosity without limits. It's a reminder that knowledge is powerful, but wisdom is even more important. Because sometimes, chasing brilliance can light up the world or burn it down. If you enjoyed this story, hit like and subscribe. Next time, we'll explore another incredible tale of genius, mystery, and discovery.